Paul Pierce made himself part of Boston, an LA kid who would call the East Coast home and became one of us. In 15 seasons, he scored the second most points of anyone on a franchise full of Hall of Fame players. No matter where he retires from, it is a sure thing Paul will one day have his 34 hanging in the garden rafters, and there never will ever be another who can call himself the truth.
Questionably, be a Hall of Fame player, and unless they get tired of putting Celtics in the Hall of Fame.
To be here almost a decade and a half of being with the same team and giving them thrills night after night, to me, that is really what, legends are made of.
He's a three-point shooter both in the half court and in transition.
Wanted the ball when the game was on the line, expected the ball when the game was on the line.
Very dedicated, sincere person. And when they named him the captain of the team, so he went out and bought books on leadership. That's the type of guy he is. He just didn't assume I'm going to be captain and it'll be a ceremonial thing and I'll go out and talk to the referees before the game. He was going to do it the best he knew how to do it. And that's the way he's approached his career with the Celtics.
He's a great one-on-one player.
That step back, he could clear space to get that shot. That is why I say he's the greatest pure scorer in Celtic history.
Yeah, Paul Pierce might be my favorite Celtic of all time.
It won't be just the play on the court Paul Pierce is remembered for. For 15 seasons, he was the face of the franchise and wasn't exactly camera shy, giving us plenty of memorable moments.
People shy away from the spotlight in that particular case, fearing failure.
Score over 20,000 points, you've got to have a knack to score, and he's got it.
As time went on, he simply proved himself into be what I believe is the greatest individual all-around pure scorer in Celtic history.
He's a go-to guy. He wants to take the shot. He's willing to take the responsibility, and that's a nice thing to have on a team where someone is willing to do what they have to do.
He's been special for the Boston fans, and they've had a lot of success with him.
Paul Pierce's legacy in Boston will be as one of the handful of greatest Celtics of all time.
The basketball fans of New England appreciated that even more so, day by day, year by year, night by night, every time they saw Paul Pierce come out on the floor.
I think people will look back at Paul Pierce and realize that when you put together the all-time Celtic team, he's on it. He's on the starting five.
Top players, he's definitely up there. Not just scoring a basketball. His game, he can beat you in a variety of ways, and he's been a special player to watch.